This video, this training is dedicated to Luis, who discovered something that I've known for a very, very long time, but he discovered it on his own. And that is, he sent me a company that he asked me, how is this like our company? And so I went to the website, and it just gave some basic information, and I looked at their numbers, and I did a quick check, and I told him, well, I don't know because I'm not going to sign up, but it's a scam. And it compared their numbers to our numbers and showed that it's impossible for what they're saying to be true. So after he went and did a search, and he said, it turns out there's a whole bunch of these companies, and they never pay anybody. And I said, exactly. There's a whole bunch of these companies, and they never pay anybody. And they make a lot of money, and people never get paid. But people build and build and build the crap out of them, okay? And they exploit these people who desperately need money. So my goal, what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to change the world. And to some of you, that might seem like, oh, that's impossible. That's impossible. How could you really change the world? Well, let me tell you a few figures. If you live on more than $1 a day, you're part of only 30% of the population of the planet. If I can make 5 billion people $1 a day, I will have changed the world. Just making them $1 a day. You know why? Because to them, $1 a day just doubled their income. 70% of the population, nearly 5 billion people that live on this earth, live on less than $1 a day. Most people don't know that. Most people don't realize that. You know, they look at the world around them. You know, they might be poor in their own mind, but they have no idea what poor is. And they have no idea that the majority, the vast majority, are incredibly poor. And what does $1 a day look like to you? Because I've worked with people all over the world over the years, and these are things I've known for a really long time that most people don't know. Living on $1 a day means you don't buy, you know, like if you live in the Western world, you probably buy your butter by the pound, or even by the kilo, or the half kilo. When you live on $1 a day, you buy your butter by the pat. You know, that little slice of butter that you might put on a piece of bread. You don't buy your laundry detergent in economy size or even regular size. You buy it in the little single serving packet. And this is the way that these people live their lives. They don't have the benefit of things like meat. Meat is something that they might have once a year if someone gives it to them. This is the way the majority of people on earth live. So how do we change the lives of these people? It doesn't really take a lot. If you think about it, it doesn't take a lot to just give these people another $1. And I'm not saying my goal is to just give them a $1. But if I double their income, have I not changed the world? Have I not changed the world? And do you see how easy it is to change the world? So these companies, like he's talking about, one big chain of them or whatever, has bucks in it. B-U-X. Been going on for years and years and years. They get these people to build massive downlines, and some of them that work really, really hard, they might actually get paid. And what I mean by that is they're the equivalent of a millionaire MLM marketer in the Western world, okay? They might get $100. And they did more work than that person who makes $1 million a year in an MLM company. But they can't join an MLM company because they live on $1 a day, okay? $1 a day, $30 a month, okay? And that's what they feed their family off of. That's what they eat off of. You see what I'm saying? So they're never, ever going to be able to do this. But the really good thing is, because of these people that want to violate our privacy, they also want to make sure that they keep an eye on every single living creature on this earth. So they provide free internet. In some of these countries where people live on $1 a day, they actually get free phones. It's crazy. Not all of them, but there are. I talked to one leader, was telling me that, a lot of people where he lives in the Philippines have iPhones, even though they live on $1 a day. You know what I'm saying? So these are people who would be willing to do what these bucks companies want and hope and have no idea that they're not telling them the truth. Okay? Now, a lot of people disregard those people as just trash and worthless, and I never, ever have. I look at them and go, look at these hardworking people, and what is it? Is there anything that they have to offer that is of value that somebody's willing to pay them for? And I came up with the conclusion of yes, absolutely there is. Absolutely there is. And it goes far beyond this, but I really want to address the 5 billion people who live on $1 a day. This is one, I don't want you to go, oh, she's only talking about paying us chump change. We're only going to make $1 a day. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you that at all. I want you to focus on that, though, so you can understand what I'm saying. Okay? Focus on that just for a second so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's forget about everything else, knowing that this is just a grain of sand in what I'm talking about, what the big picture is, but please just listen to this one part, this one grain of sand. If you go out there and you find those people, not the big marketers, the big leaders who are going to they'll send out an email and then they'll move on to something else. I'm talking about those people who are so desperate to change their lives that they're willing to work for pennies. And this is how these companies, why these people don't ever get paid, okay, is because the payout, I mean, some of them say, oh, you make $1,000 a day or $500 a day, but the pay, and when you first start doing it, oh yeah, I made $1,000 yesterday, $1,000, I just have to get to $10,000, I can draw. As you get close to that $10,000, you never ever get there. Unless you're like one of these people who goes out and gets tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people. Now, those big $10,000 programs, they don't ever pay out, so I don't want you to get that idea. But these little tiny bucks programs where the people can earn like 20 cents a day, okay? Now, still, even at 20 cents a day, most of the people never get paid. Because in order to get paid, you'd have to do it for like a year, every single day, and most people would give up by then, okay? Or you could build a massive downline of people. But very few people actually get paid. And those companies are scams, okay? Because they're betting on the fact they're never going to have to pay anybody. Okay, so if you go out, and mind you, we're a startup company, and like any startup company, we have to build up and get bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? So you might go on, well, I can't get the big marketers because of this and this, and I'm telling you, you don't need the big marketers. You just need to get a few of the 5 billion people because they're going to work like nobody's business. Like nobody's business for you in your downline. And you know what's going to happen? Those are the people that are going to join up first, okay? Those are the people that are going to join up first and work really, really hard. And what's going to happen is, as this starts taking off, those are going to be the people at the top of the matrix. Those are going to be the people that all the other people come in underneath. And that's a beautiful thing if you think about it. That is a tremendously beautiful thing. in all throughout MLM, it's always this elite few people who knew the right people and, you know, happened to be friends with the owners or a friend of theirs. These few elite people that got to get in at the top, and then all the other people came in underneath them. But this is different. This, because it's free, free's all they can afford to join. Where the other people who would normally, if this had a price tag on it, they're not going to join until it starts paying out. Not only that, but even when it starts paying out, they probably won't join. And it'll reach a point where some will start to join, and then it'll reach a point where they'll wish they joined, but they won't join because they'll feel like it was too late and they missed the boat. But the beautiful thing about this is these hardworking people are going to be the ones who are going to truly, truly benefit from this. I want you to get out a calculator, and I want you to take 10 and multiply that by 10, and I want to multiply that by 10. All the way down 10. Remember we said we'd go down 35 levels? So we go 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. That's 100,000, and we're only halfway there. Times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Crap. I shouldn't have done that live. Do it yourself. I got a weird thing on my computer. It literally, if we took just a fractional amount of money, okay, a fractional amount of money, what's the lowest we could do? A penny, okay, a penny. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Off of one event, and as I said, that's with me just using the very, very smallest amount. These people will go out and build this kind of downline. So he said to me, we need to find these people that do these. We need to find these people that do these because they could make a fortune here. And so, of course, the way my brain is, if you give me a problem, it has to find a solution. So I thought, well, how do we get them? How do we find them? All right. So that leads to this marketing lesson. So sign up for Twitter if you haven't already. It's free. Now, if you see right here, I put the name of one of those big, you know, scam, paid to click type things in the search box on Twitter. I'm in the back office of Twitter. So we have here the search for bucks paid to click. You see these people here? These are people promoting those. These are your target audience. These are the people you're looking for. These are those hard-working people busting their butts. All we're talking about to change the world is to redistribute a little bit of money. A little bit of money. But mind you, this is going to grow, and God willing, this is going to grow and grow and grow and grow because there isn't any reason that it shouldn't. And every day, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You can sit around and wait until everything's perfect, but know that there are already people in the company busting their butts, and when you decide to go talk to your friends about it, you're going to find they're already signed up. So what do? We found the people. Now what? See this right here? This @DL. So just start up at the top. You're going to get different results than I get, but even if you don't, it doesn't matter. That's a good thing. So I'm going to show you a secret about Twitter. So this is a person who really promotes. Look how many people are following her. Okay? Well, these are people following her. This is how many she's followed. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to click tweet, and we're going to paste. Control V. Huh? There we go. It doesn't let you paste with the mouse click. You've got to hit Control V. I just found this out. So I put this in there, and then I'm going to put this in there. This page right here. This is the splash page. Now you can use, one day you can use one, the next day you can do another, and the next day you can do the main site, and put that in there. Did not copy that, that's her again. Well, that time it worked, so it must be just because I have way too much crap open on my, ooh, that's not good. I accidentally pasted them. I'm so tired. Okay, go back. Now you might wonder, why is her username Twitter? Because I own the company, so since I am not going to defraud our clients, I can test things by creating an account specifically for a particular thing that I'm testing. In this case, we're testing Twitter. Okay, so see, I need to know where it comes from. When the signups come in, I need to be able to go, okay, it came from Twitter. That's why when I say easy hits for you, how do I know easy hits for you? Because that's one of the test accounts. So this is how I find out. You can't do this. You're not allowed to have more than one account unless you sponsored over 900 people. The reason is for fraud, okay? But obviously I'm the owner of the company. I'm not going to defraud my own clients. Anything else, we cannot allow you to do this. But I do this for everyone's benefit. So that everyone can learn. So when I post in the Skype room, hey guys, you know, this works. Now you know how I know that it works. Okay. So now I'm going to go here and put the link in. Now what's going to happen is Twitter is going to truncate that so that that doesn't even show up. Okay? The link isn't going to show up. So I'm going to hit, and I could put a picture in there, but I'm not going to. I could also put a whole bunch of them in there. So you could copy a bunch of them and put them in there, but it's probably more effective this way. Okay? So, and I'm going to hit tweet. What happens is she's going to get an email in her email box that says that your web base mentioned her in a tweet. And it isn't going to say anything in the tweet. So to find out what, she's going to click on that and open that splash page. Do you see how I did that? So let's do it again. Go down here, copy this person. Why isn't it letting me copy that one? Okay, so it's not letting me copy it, so I'm going to show you another cheat. Type it up here, ACLEROY61. Now I've got it there. Copy, tweet, Put it in here. Get the link. So this is better than, much better than sending somebody an email. She's getting an email. They're getting emails. But the email says your web base, or whatever your name is, mentioned you in a tweet. So what are you going to do if you get an email that says someone mentioned you in a tweet? Well, you're going to go find out, right? What did they say? And that's how it works. So there's your target audience. As Louise said, how do we find them? This is how you find them. How do you market to them? That's how you market to them. All right? Thanks. Have a great day.